Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And so in today's video, I'm going to give you guys my full thoughts on the CMF Watch Pro. But before I do that, if you guys want to do me a solid and smash the like button, I would truly appreciate that. And also turn on bell notifications so you don't miss an upload. Also, if you guys have been thinking about trying Helium Mobile and you weren't too sure about it, use my promo code, take advantage of it. That gets you guys your first month for free. So that way you can try them out before deciding if this is the best fit for you. But I'll tell you guys, Helium Mobile has been working out great for me, and there's a lot of good incentives to be with this carrier, and so that's why I stay with them. So yeah, use my promo code. It's in the description. It's also appeared here on the screen. But let's get into today's video. So I've been using the CMF Watch Pro, and it's been on my wrist since I got it, since the day I unboxed it. And I've been using it, with my Nothing Phone 1. And I've also used it with the Moto G Stylus 5G 2024, as well as currently right now I'm using it with the iPhone 11 Pro Max. So I've been using it with non-nothing device that are Android and using a device that's iOS based. So I'll give you guys my thoughts as to how it's performed and functioned on those devices. Let me just tell you guys that the CMF Watch Pro is pretty awesome, and I do know that there is a second generation. Okay, I follow mobile technology. I do know that. I chose to go with the very first one because usually with me, I get a feel for how a product is going to be when I use its very first generation of it, right? So that's for me, okay? And I can tell you guys that, yes, the Watch Pro 2 has some new features to it. It has some interchangeable parts, just to kind of give it some quirkiness. But the overall reasonings for me why I use a smartwatch really is just to get notifications without pulling out my smartphone and for it to track my sleep and some of the health tracking that it can do. Now, let me just say this off jump. The biggest caveat I think people are going to have with this is that if you're expecting to be able to download watch faces or apps to be used on this watch, it does not run Wear OS. Therefore, Google Play apps are not going to work on the smartwatch. Everything is pretty much baked in with the proprietary software from CMF, but I can tell you guys that the software forms and functions very good. One of the biggest things I love about this watch is that it's got great battery life. I mean, 9-10 days. I've gotten with this last charge, I'm getting close to 13 days as advertised by CMF when it comes to the battery life of this watch. Now, of course, I tend to take it off my wrist and slap it on the charger when it's down to like 27% battery and charge it back up to 100%. So maybe it could get 13 days if I let it just completely drain to zero. But I don't like doing that. And so, yeah. I would say that their advertisement of 13 days of battery life is kind of close, kind of close. It gives notifications. It, tracks my health, tracks my sleep, and that's really all that I needed to do. Now, does it have watch faces that you can use? And yes, it does. There's plenty of watch faces that you can use, and you can even make a custom one with this. Like you can upload a photo to be your watch face, and then have set where the digital number readout is, whether it's to the left of the display, to the right of the display, or if it's to the top, to the middle, or to the bottom. Like you can do that if you want to. But if you want like all the bells and whistles in your watch face, like you want like a second counter, you want a battery indicator, like they have different watch faces that you can use. And I think the watch faces are pretty nice, and it falls in line with what Nothing has been trying to do this entire time. The Nothing phones really are about giving you pretty much a good experience with a smartphone and with smart technology, but not making it to where it consistently keeps your attention on it. Like they do want to kind of break you away from the matrix and allow you to pretty much stay in the now. And with the watch faces you get on here, it's like that. They're nice, they're elegant, they're beautiful, but they're not eye captivating where you're always going to be staring at your wrist looking like Dick Tracy. It doesn't do that. Like my watch face just, let me see if I can get it to go. There he goes. Oh. To me, that's a nice watch face. Gives me my time, gives me my second counter. And it's very easy from like the different watch faces that you have. You can just press and hold on to your watch face, and then you can swipe in between like the different ones that's there. and just quickly change it up if you want to, right? So you have like 5 that's like loaded onto the device already, and then you could always go through the CMF Watch app and select different watch faces that they have on there, and that will download to your Watch Pro, and you can set it as your watch face. Speaking of the CMF Watch app, I have it installed on my iPhone 11 Pro Max. Obviously, you have to have that installed on there in order for it to work. But the cool thing about it is that like, you don't have to worry about multiple devices that you have being signed in. Once you sign in on the device that you're going to pair your watch with, the other device that's signed in will sign out. So that's pretty nice. You don't have to worry about confusion as to which one is actually functioning and which one your device is your watch is connected to, like which device, because it will be the one that you're able to go in and see all your stats, to see your watch faces, to fudge around with settings. Because that's another cool thing about it that I like about this watch. It allows you to pick what notifications comes through, and aside from just turning on notifications, you can choose which apps are able to notify you to the watch and which ones that you don't really care for. So that's nice. That it gives you the control of that. Now, for those who are serious about how the accuracy of the step counting works out, I can tell you guys it's not 100% bullseye, dead on accurate. I've compared this to a pedometer. I've compared it to my Pixel Watch. I've compared it to my Amazfit Bip U Pro. And the differences in the step counting has been off by, at least no more than 10 steps. So not something drastic. It's not something like where a pedometer read, um, let's say 5,000 steps and this said, 6,000 steps. No, it wasn't that stretch of a difference. It's very minor. Now, again, this has a ton of features on here: sleep tracking, health monitoring, fitness tracking, exercises that you can follow from the watch. It's got it all pretty much pre-baked in with its proprietary software. So the proprietary software functions and flows pretty good. I don't see any jank, stutter, or anything that would indicate that this is a crappy software. I think it's pretty good, and I think CMF did a fantastic job at the watch itself. And I know that it's gone through software updates. They do support it with software updates that comes from the app connected to internet. So that's how you would be able to get any new features that they would bake into the CMF Watch Pro. You would get that through software updates, and it is supported. So that's nice. It's not like a proprietary software that's installed on it and that's what you get type of thing. This gets software updates through CMF nothing. And that's great, because there were people who complained that they had issues with it staying connected to an iPhone. I have no problems with it staying connected to my 11 Pro Max. And it's probably because of the software updates that they've implemented over time since the release of this watch that has made the connection steady and good. Any direction of the room that I'm in, I can leave my phone at my desk and it stays connected. I don't really lose out. So the distance between the watch and the phone, as far as connectivity, is pretty good distance of a radius around the phone. And the side features that it has, like I'm able to use it to be a shutter button if I want to set up my phone on a tripod and take a photo of the family, or even start video recording. Now the downside to it is that with this much screen real estate, it does not show a preview of what you're looking at through your camera like on my Pixel Watch. With my Pixel Watch, I can see a preview. I can adjust it to zoom in, zoom out from the watch, and then snap the photo, which I think is really handy. But with this, it just has a black screen with a red shutter button, and then you just tap it and it does a countdown, and boom, it takes the photo. Or when you're in video mode, it just starts recording. And that's something that I think that will probably become relevant in future iterations of the CMF watch. I feel like that maybe the CMF Watch 3 might have that. I don't know if the CMF Watch Pro 2 has it. Someone that has the watch can put it in the comments, but I'll eventually get the Watch Pro 2. I'm just a fan of the box camera body rather than a circular one. I guess it's because I've been using a circular one for a long time, i.e. the Pixel Watch, that I want to use something that looks a little bit different. The watch band is comfortable. I'll tell you guys that much. I haven't, had a desire to get on Amazon and order an aftermarket watch band. The watch band is nice. It feels good. I like the little aesthetics on the watch band, as I said before in the previous video. So I think it does fairly well on that, with how it feels on my wrist. It feels nice. Taking phone calls from this has actually been a pleasure, and it beats out my Pixel Watch when it comes to taking phone calls, as the speaker on this is loud enough for me to hear, even driving with the outside traffic noise. I can hear my wife on a phone call as I'm driving. And the cool thing is that the microphones are good on this, that she hears me clearly. And the sound from the speaker does not distort the sound going into the microphone, which is a big plus. So yeah, being Secret Squirrel, Super Spy, Dick Tracy, you can get on there. You can be a Power Ranger and talk to Zordon on this if you want to. You're going to be just fine. Overall, the connectivity with this watch to my iPhone has been great. To my Moto G Stylus 5G 2024, it's been great. I've been getting all my notifications, and even to the Nothing Phone 1, it has been great. I've had no problems keeping this watch connected. I haven't had to unbind it, unpair it, and repair, rebind. I haven't had to do any of that stuff just to get notifications working. That's a good thing, because I would literally chunk this thing out of a window if it was like one of those $5 Temu smartwatches that they try to say is on par with the Apple Watch Ultra 2 or the Pixel Watch 3 or even the Galaxy Gear. But listen, at the end of the day, I would say this is a good watch. And if you're not fancying downloading apps from the Play Store, if you're not fancying trying to get, all these watch faces you can find on the Play Store, if you're okay with just having basic form and functionality, then this is a great buy, especially when it goes for $70. That's a hell of a deal for what you're getting and all the types of features and things you are getting with this watch. That's a hell of a deal, in my opinion, where other watches that give you about the same thing are about $129. So with me, the CMF Watch Pro is a go. It gets my thumbs up on it, and that's just because it does everything that I needed to do. But if you're someone, like I said, who wants a device that's Wear OS capable, don't look at this device. It's not going to bring you that. It has proprietary software on it. It's got basic form and functionality and some really cool features that can get you through and what you need out of a smartwatch for fitness tracking, sleep tracking, etc. And it does phone calls very, very, very good on it. I love that. I love that about this. And so, yeah, that is my review on the CMF Watch Pro, my thoughts on it. If you guys have any more questions, comments, concerns, emotional outbursts, drop them in the comment section of the video. Smash the like button again. Take advantage of my promo code on Helium Mobile. It's in the description, and I will talk to you on the next one. Allah.